me and Sheena met at Ballet Total Fitness on Blackstone and Shaw. I think that I was just like introduced to her at the front desk is what it was, because I was an assistant manager, and she was a personal trainer, so we worked in different departments. But I remember the first time I seen her, which we always talk about just because it's kind of funny. The first time I seen her, had just come to work, was getting ready to get on my shift, and I seen this little funny looking girl walk down the stairs. And the reason why I say funny is because she was wearing track pants with like Asics, these white and red Asics, and I'd never seen somebody wear track pants before. I'd never seen them before, so I was like, why is she wearing, like, what are those things called, the pedal pusher things, but that go all the way to your ankles? That doesn't make any, I thought it seemed like she was wearing like spandex long johns or something like that. So I thought she looked like dorky cute, I guess is the best way of putting that. But yeah, that's the first time I physically remember seeing her, and that's how we met. We met at work. When did I know that I wanted to marry Sheena? So probably about like 3 years into our relationship. Basically, I'd come to the point in my life where I had like sat down and thought about what I was doing in life and who the people that I had around me as a whole, not only friends, but you know, obviously my significant other as well. When I knew that I would marry her, when I came to the idea that she would be the person that I would want to marry, was after, you know, going back over what the characteristics that I wanted in a significant other, you know, long term. Of course, because, you know, when you're dating, it's kind of like, well, I like that stuff kind of annoys me, but I'll deal with it. But when thinking about marriage, it's, you know, a lifelong commitment. With her, I never really thought that I could find somebody else who would be more giving of themselves without wanting something in return. But with her, she really does give her everything just to better other people's lives. Once I came to that realization that was truthfully one of her genuine traits, and that I understood, and once I understood that I probably wouldn't find that in any other person, I you know, started to dive deeper into the aspects that she brings to the table, and it just, you know, everything coming together, it was a very simple decision of why wouldn't I want to marry somebody like her. The moment I knew that I had to, and that I had to do it rather quickly, was one of the times we went to go see her dad at her house, and her dad obviously was really sick, and his legs were swollen, and we knew the characteristics of his disease, and I knew that it wouldn't be long before he passed, and I knew in my head that it would be I don't want to say unjust, but it wouldn't be right for me not to propose. But when we went to their house to visit her dad, and I seen that, you know, how sad it made her to even think that he wouldn't be there for her graduation, I knew that, like, I have to propose. I don't have a choice, which of course I have a choice. I had made the choice to do it, but more so that it compelled me that much more to do it at that point in time. I mean, as far as a specific date, I don't remember the specific date, I just remember the specific instance. And then what I did to make sure that I wouldn't, like, have any ability to chicken out in a sort of a sense, and by chicken out I just mean postpone, like, our beginning of our wedding planning through, you know, buying a ring and actually proposing, because I obviously, like I said, since 3 years of us being together, I knew that I wanted to marry her. It was just more so going through the actions now and, like, getting stuff tied down and making commitments. So more so what I did to make sure that I would not falter on the commitment that I made to myself is I called her best friend and I called my best friend. I called Shayla and I called Adrian, and I said, this is what I'm gonna do. This is when I'm gonna do it. I need you guys there. Because as of that point, it was no longer a decision. It was, all right, gotta go buy a ring now. Like, I'm gonna propose to her. I'm gonna propose to her on her graduation day. You're gonna be there. My best friend's gonna be there. And I knew that both of them, thankfully, would not let me live it down had I let it just be a graduation party and that's it. Because I had already made the commitment, in a sort of a sense, to them that I was going to get it done.
So, how did Jesus propose? You guys can both chime in on this.
So he lied. He said he was making a speech about me graduating.
I didn't make a speech about you graduating, so how did I lie?
Because it was a proposal.
Yeah, but I made a speech about you graduating.
He tricked me. Is it better?
Misled.
Yeah, he misled me.
Obviously, it's been like 7 years of ridiculous trials and tribulations with this one, and I don't mean that in the most negative manners. I actually mean it in the most positive manners. The reason why all you guys are here is because we consider you family. Some of you guys blood related, and some of you I wish were blood related. She's definitely worked harder than I know anybody could possibly work to achieve this. She stays up all nights, all hours, making sure she has to get stuff done. She's definitely my light. She's what makes me shine.
So he had, his best man had the ring, and Isaac, the guy who is marrying us, the officiant, he's always like, what's the word?
Heckler?
Yeah, he's a heckler. And so...
If it could be a sport, he would definitely be an MVP of sorts of heckling.
Yeah. So, when Jesus said his speech about how amazing I am...
I embellished. Just kidding.
When he said his speech, we were walking away after thanking everybody for being at my graduation.
She makes me a better person. I just, like I said, I love her more than anything, and I thank you all so much for making this night a ridiculously special night. If you love her so much, why don't you marry her?
Then Isaac yelled out, "If you love her so much, why don't you marry her?" And then everyone started laughing, and then Jesus looked at his best friend Adrian and said, "What do you think, man?" And then Adrian said, "I think it's time." And then he gave Jesus the, what is that called?
Ring box?
Yeah, the ring box. And then Jesus, I can't remember, after that it all kind of went by really fast. I don't remember anything he was saying when he was down on one knee, because I was just crying. Oh my gosh! But I can't really remember. I remembered everything up until he got on one knee, and then I don't even remember him standing in front of me, but since we got pictures and videos, it's easy for me to relive it. But the actual moment, I don't remember. It was just like not real at all. The next thing I know, I look at the ring, and it's the ring that I had picked out, like, what, 3 years ago?
Just about that. 2 years probably.
And then I guess I had not said yes yet. It was just more of an assumption, like, you know I'm gonna marry you. And so we're hugging, and then Sarah was like,
She just said yes?
and I was like, oh yeah, it's a yes. And that was it. Then my dad came up. Oh, my dad put his hands up and he said, "My son-in-law